Good afternoon. My name is Gregory Pope, founder of SpinalSurgeryMexico.com. We're here today in the city of Querétaro at Star Medica Hospital, where we're just now introducing Craig and his wife Celeste to Dr. Salmon. Craig is here to have a lumbar surgery, and I appreciate you watching the video. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Dr. Salmon. I'm here in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico at Casa Marino. I came to make a house call to Mr. Craig Kinsella, who just had surgery 12 days ago. Mr. Kinsella have spent a lot of years having a lot of problems with his spine, and finally he decided to come to Mexico and had his surgery. He was complaining of a lot of pain in the back and also pain in both legs. What we see in the images, first images are lateral lumbar spine x-rays. In the left hand, you can see a normal lumbar spine. You can see the form or the shape of the vertebral bodies. And on the right side, it's Mr. Kinsella's spine, which you can look how different it looks from the normal spine. In the left image, you can see I have drawn in a green pen the normal shape of the vertebral bodies at the lumbar spine. And in the right hand, I did the same with the green pen to demonstrate the shape of this degenerative lumbar spine from Mr. Kinsella. The next image is an MRI. You can see in the left hand the normal 5 vertebra, lumbar vertebra, and the S1 assists the sacrum, okay? And you can see the shape of the canal, the spinal canal. In the right side, you can see the image of Mr. Kinsella's lumbar spine. And in the next image, I have drawn with the green pen again, the normal shape of the spinal canal and the shape of the spinal canal from Mr. Kinsella. You can see that it's too narrow in the whole lumbar spine. The next image is a transverse cut in the MRI. You can see in the upper part of the image, it's the front of the vertebra, and in the lower part of the images, you can see the back. In the left image, you can see how it's the shape, the normal shape of the spinal canal and the lateral recesses. And in Mr. Kinsella's lumbar spine, you can see the shape of the canal and the lateral recesses that are too narrow. And that narrowing of the spinal canal and lateral recesses produces the pain in the legs. Another thing that Mr. Kinsella had at the time of surgery is that he has an instability between L3 and L4. We can be aware of that movement during surgery and decide to put 4 screws, transpedicular screws, between L3 and L4 in order to stabilize that segment, which is the main cause of lumbar ache in this man. And finally, we are here at 12 days of postoperative period, and Mr. Kinsella is feeling very well. He has some pain in the scar, which is obvious to have, but talking about his former pain in the back and in the legs, it's almost gone. And he has told me that he's 100% satisfaction about the results of the surgery. He's flying tomorrow to Canada, back home, and I think very happy, as we are.
Hi, I'm Gregory Pope, founder of SpinalSurgeryMexico.com. Today, we're going to introduce you to Craig Kinsella. He came here for a lumbar spine surgery with Dr. Mario Salmon, and he came to San Miguel de Allende at Casa Marino for his recovery. So at this time, I would like to introduce Craig.
Hello, my name is Craig Kinsella. I'm from British Columbia, Nelson, British Columbia in Canada. My back issues kind of started for me, I would say 30 plus years ago. So when I was a young man at 25 years old, things were starting to go bad at that point. When that happened, it was a life full of painkillers and anti-inflammatories, and that's not what I wanted. It's not what my wife wanted. So we began looking at other options, and we found Dr. Salmon at Spinal Surgery Mexico. So glad that we did. When we first had the first phone consultation with Dr. Salmon and with Mr. Pope as well, I thought that this was the way to go. After getting all that out of the way, well, we were picked up at the airport, and we were driven to the hospital. Everything was taken care of. It went real smooth. You know, everybody was accommodating. And when we got to the hospital was, you know, it's a hospital, but the room was unlike any hospital room that I've seen before. It was a really nice room, spacious, just more of a perfect setting to heal yourself after, a surgery like what I had. And everybody was, again, accommodating as well. The whole staff, Dr. Salmon, his colleagues, everybody was just super nice. The surgery went very well. I think it was it could have been 5.5, 6 hours, I think, in surgery. But everything went well. I wasn't worried at all when I went into surgery. I just felt like I was in good hands. My wife wasn't worried. When I was done with surgery, there was, as expected, there was a little bit of pain, but a small price to pay to get your life back in order. And afterwards, after a few days in the hospital, we were picked up by another private driver to take us to Casa Marino in San Miguel, which again, it was very nicely done. Everybody was accommodating. It was very professional. I felt like once we came to Casa Marino, I felt that, it was so good to be here, because it's a place where you would really want to heal after back surgery. It's more of a retreat. Yes. That's what it really was. Everybody was so, again, accommodating, so nice. And the food was just wonderful. You couldn't have asked for anything better. The physical therapist that I had afterwards, after my surgery, his name is Claudio, and he was so great. It was so helpful what he does and how he does it. If you didn't have Claudio doing, or any physical therapist working on you the way that they do here at Casa Marino, I think it would take longer for the healing process. And then really the topper, for being here in Mexico, San Miguel, it's a beautiful spot. Again, you couldn't ask for a better spot to heal from back surgery. When I was able to walk around more, my wife and I, we were able to experience a lot of the architecture around. It's just, the Spanish architecture has always been one of my favorites. And of course, the food is just awesome wherever you go, and the people are nice. It's hard to say that there was nothing wrong about this trip. It was just, it was worth every time spent away from our kids. I would recommend a small holiday for anyone who's deciding on doing this, that you're also going to get a small, very nice holiday out of it as well. So it was great. I'd also like to extend a huge amount of gratitude and thankfulness to Greg and his wife Patricia, and everybody involved here at Casa Marino. We had everything that we wanted. The beds were comfy, the stay was great, the food was awesome, the people were great, everybody was accommodating, and that's what you need, when you go through a healing process. You need people who care, generally care about your health, your well-being. And that's something that I felt that's what we got here. That's what I got here at Casa Marino. Dr. Salmon, he's a great guy already, but what made him even better just is the fact that he did 2 house calls to come up and check on me, to see how how I was healing, and that is just something that it's you can't get that anywhere else. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of doctors taking the time out for a house call. It was a great stay. We're anxious to leave and to go back to Canada, to see our kids, our family, to get together again as well. But it's also sad, because we really love it here. San Miguel is really nice spot. It was a great experience, and one that I'll never forget, and one that I couldn't be as more thankful to everyone here at Casa Marino as well.
Craig, I want to thank you for your testimonial today. And we work closely with United Airlines, and they were able to give us a couple of passes because we knew that you had a long layover in Denver. So instead of 7 hours out sitting outside, you can go into the United Club.
Oh, it's the Presidential Club.
Yeah. Presidential Club. So we wanted you to have that.
Nice.
Enjoy your trip home. And thank you very much for your testimonial today.
Thanks a lot, Greg.
You're welcome. And I want to thank you for watching the video. And if there's anything we can do for you or anyone you know, please don't hesitate to contact us at gregorypope@spinalsurgerymexico.com, or the phone number is on the webpage, and we are monitoring the phone at all time. Please give us a call. Thank you very much for watching the video.